So I come home from work today and I'm thinking, okay, nonchalant day, not too much news, and then I go ahead and find out that NASCAR has totally flipped its lid and turned itself upside down with these rule changes. And this changes everything. This changes everything, folks. So I go onto NASCAR.com and they have that, the stage is set. NASCAR has announced 2017 enhancements including addition of race stages. This is from NASCAR.com, from the NASCAR Wire Service at 6 o'clock. Literally, this was just posted maybe about an hour and 45 minutes ago. NASCAR, in collaboration with its industry stakeholders, announced today competition format enhancements that will be implemented in all three of its national series, including the Monster Energy Cup Series, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. New race format is designed to emphasize aggressive racing and strategy with the goal of delivering more dramatic moments over the course of a race and season. Monday's announcement came with NASCAR Chairman and CEO Brian France and NASCAR Executive Vice President and Chief Racing Development Officer Steve O'Donnell. They were sharing the stage with drivers such as Dale Earnhardt Jr., Brad Keselowski, and Denny Hamlin, along with additional team and track representatives. All industry stakeholders collaborated on the format. What is an industry stakeholder? I'm assuming it's Ford, Toyota, Chevy, all those guys. Simply put, this will make our great racing even better, said Brian France, NASCAR chairman and CEO. I'm proud of the unprecedented collaboration from our industry stakeholders, each of whom had a common goal: strengthening the sport for our fans. This is an enhancement fully rooted in teamwork, and the result will be an even better product every single week. Here we go here. Under the new format, races will consist of 3 stages, with championship implication in each stage. The top 10 finishers in each stage will be awarded additional championship points. The winner of the first 2 stages will each receive 1 playoff point, and the race winner will receive 5 playoff points. So additional championship points for the first 10 finishers in each stage. The winner of the first 2 stages gets 1 playoff point, and the winner gets 5 playoff points. Each playoff point will be added to a driver's reset total following the 26th race, if that competitor makes the playoffs. So you know how they used to do 1 win gets you this, 20 bonus points at the start of the chase? This is kind of what they're doing. Each playoff point, if the driver makes the playoffs, for every playoff point he has, that's adding to the driver's reset total following the 26th race. So after Richmond, I'm guessing, they take a look at these playoff points and they go, okay, you have X amount of playoff points, you made the chase, you get X amount of bonus points. I like that. It gives more people a chance. The structure also ensures that competition will be dialed up throughout the duration of the 26th race regular season, as points for both stage winners and race winners will transfer into the postseason. And an official regular season champion will be crowned and rewarded with 15 playoff points to the driver's playoff reset of 2,000. The stage format also gives fans a pair of natural breaks in the action. Okay, so let me see if I have this right. An official regular season champion will be crowned, which I'm assuming is the guy at number 1. And he's going to be awarded with 15 playoff points, additional playoff points, plus the playoff points that he already has, added to his 2,000. That kind of puts things, I don't know how to feel about that one. I'll have more to say about this as I digest it here, and we'll have more to say on this weekend's edition of New Search Live. All playoff points will carry through to the end of the 3rd round of the postseason, which is the round of 8 of the chase, with the championship 4 racing straight up at Homestead for the title. Championship points following the first 2 stages of each race will be awarded on a descending scale, with the stage winner receiving 10, second receiving 9, and so on. The race winner following the final stage will receive 40 points, second place 35, third 34, fourth 33, and so on. And golly, this is a lot to take in. In addition, the top 10 drivers in regular season points will also receive playoff points, with second place earning 10 points, third place 8, fourth 7, so on. How does this work when it comes to guys getting in the chase? Are they still doing the top 12? Hell, I say you do top 10 or top 11 and let the fans vote in the 12th, kind of like what they do with the All-Star race. These enhancements are these are enhancements that the NASCAR fan has long sought, and the entire industry has worked hard to develop a better race for our fans, said Steve O'Donnell, NASCAR Executive Vice President and Chief Racing Development Officer. This format puts a premium on every victory and every in-race position over the course of the season. Each point can eventually result in winning or losing a championship. I do think this is good that every point is now going to matter, because points in NASCAR, a lot of people, what are points? How are points awarded? What's the point of the points? I think this helps. They did do a FAQ for NASCAR's 2017 format enhancements. And here we go. We're going to set these. This is posted by the NASCAR.com staff at 6 o'clock as well. Again, for the Monster Energy Cup Series. How many stages are in a race? 3. Stage 1, 2, and the final stage. Stage 1 and 2 will reward drivers who are leading or are in the top 10 at the conclusion of each stage. The final stage will determine the race winner. What is stage 1? The green flag begins the race, and therefore that is stage 1. Its length is approximately 25 to 30% of the event's total length, and it is different for each race depending on the track size, race length, and with the ending marked via a staged checkered flag. The stage can end under caution if necessary. Now, do they do 3, green, white checkers for these? Will they have red flags at the end of these stages? Well, we may get to that here. Who benefits the most? Drivers who are running 1st through 10th at the conclusion of Stage 1 will receive a stage bonus points, starting with 10 points for first place, 9 points for second, down to the 1 point for 10th place. Additionally, the driver who finishes Stage 1 first will receive 1 playoff point to carry into the postseason. Should that driver qualify, those can add up quickly over the course of a season. What about Stage 2? At the conclusion of Stage 1, there's a caution period for drivers to come down pit road. Innovative strategies will be crucial under these enhancements. Stage 2 will then begin with a drop of the green flag for the restart. Its length is approximately 25 to 30% of the event's total length. It is different for each race depending on track size, race length. Ends with a checkered flag. It can end under caution if necessary. Apologize for the fire truck going by. So my thing is, what are you allowed to do in pit road under this? Do they shuffle the field after this? Is this going to take away competition cautions? There's a lot to... I'm assuming this will take away competition cautions in the Truck Series and in the Xfinity Series. What about Stage 2 bonus points? Same as Stage 1. Drivers who are running 1st through 10th at the conclusion of Stage 2 will receive stage bonus points, starting with 10 points for the first place, 9 second, blah, blah, blah. Driver who finishes Stage 2 and first will receive 1 playoff point to carry into the postseason. Can you imagine if you finish, like let's say Dale Earnhardt Jr. dominates a race and finishes all 3 segments first? Does he get all these points? How are points distributed? The final stage procures the race results, so the end of the final stage is the end of the race. Whoever finished at the start-finish line first at the checkered flag in Stage 3 is the race winner. Race points are then awarded to the entire field based on finishing order. The winner receives 40, second place receives 35, third place receives 34, so on. Down to 1 point for the drivers who finished 36th through 40th. There no longer will be a bonus point for leading a lap or a bonus point for leading the most laps. They don't say anything about who's leading at halfway. Is that still there? And the race winner receives 5 points toward the postseason. This is up from 3 last year under the new enhancements. Plus postseason eligibility, so you still get in the chase if you win. If a driver leads at the end of both Stage 1 and Stage 2, then wins the race, then he or she will receive 7 bonus points to carry to the postseason. Wow, okay. So that answers one of my questions here. 10 points for first place. So you don't receive... That really doesn't answer my question there. If it leads to both into Stage 1 and 2 and wins the race, you get 7 overall. Okay. For which series will these be enhancements designated? It's all 3. Monster Energy NASCAR Cup, Xfinity Series, Camping World Truck Series. By rewarding hard racing throughout the duration of the season, will they be an official regular season champion? Yes, there formally will be a regular season champion. The driver will earn 15 additional playoff points to carry into the postseason. So I'm assuming that this is for those who may have never won a race during the season. Because you can go, if you're consistent enough, you can go into the postseason, or you can finish first in points without ever winning a race. It is possible. But if you do that, and people have more wins than you under the old format, you're still not getting in the chase because they go by wins first, I think. Any more bonus points for points standings at the end of the regular season? Yes, in addition to the regular season champion, drivers who finish in the top 10 of the regular season all receive some measure of playoff points to take into the postseason. Here's the breakdown. First place in regular season points earns a driver 15 playoff points, in addition to the points earned with race or stage wins. Second place is 10, third place is 8, fourth is 7th, fifth place gets 6th, 6th gets 5, 7th gets 4, 8th gets 3, 9 gets 2 points, 10th place gets 1. In this enhanced format, when is a race official? So this answers my halfway point question. At the end of stage 2. How does the postseason work? Once the postseason begins, points will be reset to 2,000 for the opening round, with each driver's accrued bonus points being tacked onto that total. 4 drivers will still be eliminated in each round of the postseason, setting up a Final Four in Miami for all 3 national series. What is the tweak for playoff points? Playoff points earned for race wins or leading at the end of stage 1 and 2 now will carry over round by round if a driver continues advancing. It's not just for the first round anymore. Okay, so these playoff points, let's say they reset it to 2,000 and I have a win, I also get those additional playoff points and they carry over. So they reset it to 2,000, they tack on those bonus points, and it carries over. I like that. I like that a lot. Additionally, drivers can build off and add on to those bonus points. So if you're in the chase and you win a round, you get the bonus points that go along with it. If a driver has 70 playoff, and they give an example here, if a driver has 70 playoff points heading into the postseason, wins the playoff opener, he gets 5 points for that. He or she would advance to the round and have 75 additional points, or more, depending on his or her results of the next 2 races in the round. I like it. Does winning a race in the postseason still automatically qualify that driver for the next round regardless of points? Yes, winning trumps all. Will bonus points carry over to Miami? No, Miami is the exception. All 4 drivers competing in the championship will start with the same amount of points. There will be no bonus points for this race for those drivers. First to the line wins the title. I like that. Points are out the window once you get to the Final Four. And that's all this. They just had this press conference tonight at 6 o'clock. Looks like Liberty University is staying with William Byron for his sponsor. Lady Antebellum's performing at the Daytona 500 pre-race show. And Hooters is sponsoring Chase Elliott in 2017. So that's all here. I just wanted to give this quick update. We're going to have more about this on New Surge Live this week. I'm going to have a whole segment of the show dedicated to this and what this means and what I think about it. what the industry experts are saying about it. It's going to be interesting. It's damn sure going to be interesting. Um, Stay with me, folks. Stay locked tuned to the YouTube channel and to ctpnnow.com and check out the New Surge Live podcast this weekend. Um, they had a lot of drivers reacting to the format. Of course, the drivers ain't going to come out there on a stage set by NASCAR and go, yeah, we hate it. I'll tell you this right now. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has said that it's a very good idea and it makes it very competitive. NASCAR is not going to have a bunch of drivers on their stage come out there and go, this sucks. Why can't we just do it for points? Why can't we do it like they did back in the 90s? Where, well, the reason why is because, you can have a driver. The reason why they're going to this is because you can have a driver with enough points to where the last 10 races of the season didn't matter. There were guys out there accruing enough points throughout the regular season where they didn't even have to race the last 10 races of the season. They could just sit at home. This is why I like this chase format. I talked with the Raging Redneck, Charlie Roth, my cousin, who used to give us the NASCAR news here on the show way back in the day. Asked him what he thinks about it. He goes, I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. He says he's not opposed to it. So, you're getting it straight from the source there. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Stay tuned to this YouTube channel. We'll have more on this here. And again, like I said, on the podcast over at ctpnnow.com. We'll see you guys down the road.